The classic stage adaptation of Shirley Jackson's iconic novel, The Haunting of Hill House, a chilling story of personal drama and supernatural manipulation, comes to the Melon Patch this October. As part of their immersive preparation, the Hill House cast and crew spent the night of Friday, September 13th, under the watchful eye of a harvest moon, investigating the Melon Patch Theatre, employing much of the same equipment and techniques used by professional investigators. What happened that night? We'll let them and the evidence speak for itself.
I was open to anything, really, because I've never really done anything like this before. So any experience would have been great for me, because I've never done anything paranormal before, so I was just open to anything. And it definitely was an eye-opener, for sure.
I have felt one or two little slight things here before. So I kind of expected that I would at least feel something, or hear something. Results were pretty right along those lines, I felt stuff, heard stuff, saw stuff, as far as results on the equipment that we were using.
Use the white noise, use the radio noise, speak through that noise loudly and we can hear you.
I was totally shocked that we immediately started having activity even before we actually began the investigation. We were going around taking baseline readings of the building, and we came upon activity in the dressing room.
Do you have any questions for us?
When we're just doing preliminary walks, we're starting to feel definite spaces that would have something. So going into the dressing room and immediately having, oh, there is something in here with us. Oh, it's sitting with us. There's a clear, we had no reading going in.
Do you see that?
Yes.
In the dressing room with Jennifer, Katie, and I, by Katie and I, we felt very, very cold all of a sudden. And there was certain moments where we didn't feel cold, so I knew something was happening. But the spirit that was there with us, if there was a spirit there with us, was very friendly, and we almost felt a calm.
I don't think there's anybody out there.
That then just surrounded us, and then we could feel that the coldness left.
I noticed it first, and then I directed their attention to it. We noticed a flashing light coming from underneath the door, and actually it was more of a blue glow. Not even blue, almost a grayish glow.
Right.
Grayish blue. And then it went away. And then towards the end of the session, it came on again, and it was a solid light this time, no flashing. And when
About
it turned
15
off,
seconds or so.
when it turned off, it wasn't like an abrupt turn off like you would a light. It was a slow fade out.
I am a newbie and I did not know what to expect. I've done ghost tours and things like that, but I've never personally felt energy doing any of those things. So yeah, I was not expecting what we got.
Is your picture here on the wall?
I can fool myself, and so I came in hoping to have fun and hoping to let myself just buy in for the moment and enjoy the evening. So I didn't expect to come across anything that I couldn't explain the next day, but I didn't want to explain it last night.
What about over here if you hit it on the other side? Does it go away?
Yeah, come to the other side of Mark.
I feel like there's someone here that is wanting to communicate with us tonight.
At least one.
And it's possible that they're fighting about communicating with us.
Yes, we had discussed that we thought we were dealing with two different ones. We thought we were dealing with the two that we documented on the first recording when we were all together. We thought the one turning the one light outside was the one that was the one that kept saying, "Let's go, please go, leave me," and the one that was with us was the one that was lonely.
Use the noise, speak through the noise, we'll be able to hear you.
And can you show me where you had those highest readings? Where did they stay the highest?
Right here. These.
This is the 1970s photos?
Yep.
And what happened? Because you said the meter basically just stopped, right?
I went up here, so there was a lot of readings from that.
Yeah.
And from the wall behind. But as I was going down here, would stay, and then basically right around here, I was slowly just moving it around and just stopped.
It wouldn't come back on.
Nothing. It didn't even do it when I went up there at first.
So almost probably not electrical.
Yeah, it just went dead.
Wow.
Even when I pointed it at the electrical.
Can you name a show that you've been in or seen here?
Haley, when we were doing Spirit Box, what were you saying you thought you heard on the Spirit Box?
I'm Daniel.
I'm Daniel, coming through the Spirit Box, not the recorder. Through the box itself.
Box itself.
Wow.
Anyone there?
I remember feeling the waiting sensation, and Theo legitimately at one point says that it's not us doing the waiting, it's the house biding its time. And there were moments when you could feel that a presence had left our immediate area, but there was still something there waiting.
I'm sorry if that upset you. Are you okay with us taking your picture?
Up in the sound booth, I was like, something is watching us. Like, I could definitely feel it, and it did scare me a little bit.
Whoa.
At the end of the night, there was a lot of activity on our meters, and some of it seemed to be directed toward me specifically, or at least I tended to be around it.
Oh! It would be in a straight line, though. It wouldn't be over here.
And it's all over here too.
The very end of the night at work, 3:30 in the morning, when we were all in the green room, all 3 meters started going off at once in this one particular area right in front of the door. And well, I mean, Taylor and I were just sitting there like dumbfounded, like, well.
I don't know.
It's moving again?
Do you like doing the opposite of what I asked? Do you want to make the number go down?
Whoa.
What's that?
It went up to
But it's not when you
7.4.
point straight up, it goes away. So it's below.
It's below the ceiling. It's not.
No.
I could write it off, I think, had it not kept moving, but it did. So
It's gone.
it's not here anymore. We walked away, and it walked away, or
Wow. As if a fruitful 7-hour immersive experience wasn't enough, our intrepid team found themselves spending what remained of the night resting on the Melon Patch stage, thankfully undisturbed. Greeted the next morning by a hearty breakfast buffet at Bloom's Baking House and Restaurant in downtown Leesburg. But for all they encountered, one conclusion was apparently clear.
I think we're all pretty much of the same mind right now that we're getting a lot more than what we expected. We thought it was going to be a pretty quiet night.
It's like the haunting of Hill House.
Exactly.